You've been in a room with someone who smiled at you, said all the right things. And something inside you said, don't trust this person. You couldn't explain it. There was no evidence, no reason, but you felt it, somewhere between your chest and your stomach. That feeling has a name, a mechanism, and science now believes it may be one of the most sophisticated intelligence systems the human body has ever developed. Your gut contains over 500 million neurons. Scientists call it the enteric nervous system. Most researchers use a different name, the second brain. This second brain doesn't think in words. It doesn't reason. It doesn't weigh pros and cons. It operates on something older. Pattern, signal, memory that lives in the body, not the mind. Every experience you've ever had, every person, every outcome, every moment of danger or safety has been quietly filed away in this system. Your gut feeling is not a feeling. It's a calculation running faster than conscious thought can keep up with. In the 1990s, neuroscientist Antonio Damasio conducted a now-famous experiment using a simple card game. 2 decks were rigged to slowly bankrupt you. 2 were designed to make you win. The difference was invisible. Most people took about 50 cards before they consciously suspected something was wrong. 80 before they could explain the pattern. But after just 10 cards, their bodies already knew. Their palms started sweating every time they reached toward the bad decks. The body was making the right decision. The mind was still catching up. Damasio called this the somatic marker hypothesis. The body tags certain situations with emotional memory and retrieves that tag the instant a similar situation appears again. Before your brain finishes the sentence, your gut has already read the room. For most of human history, gut instinct wasn't a backup system. It was the only system. There were no doctors, no crime reports, no way to verify danger logically. The only tool was the body's pattern recognition, built from thousands of days of survival. The humans who ignored their gut often didn't survive long enough to pass on that tendency. The ones who listened, they're your ancestors, which means their instinct is living inside you right now. You carry millions of years of survival data in your body. Every gut feeling you've ever had is that data activating. Modern life taught us to distrust what we can't explain. If you can't show you're working, the answer doesn't count. The gut has been speaking the whole time. We just build a world that rewards ignoring it. We override it constantly because someone gave us a reason, because it would be awkward to say no, because we didn't want to seem irrational. And most people, when they look back at the worst decisions of their lives, will say the same thing. I knew. I just didn't listen. It would be dishonest to say the gut is always right. It isn't. The same system that protects you can also carry your wounds, your fears, your unhealed experiences from long ago. If you grew up in an unsafe environment, your gut may have learned to read danger in places that are actually safe. It pattern matches on trauma, not just truth. So the question isn't whether to trust your gut. It's learning to tell the difference between instinct and wound. Instinct says, something here is off. Wound says, everything is always off. The difference is subtle, but it's learnable. The gut speaks quietly. It doesn't repeat itself. It doesn't argue back. Most people have never actually tried to hear it, because silence is uncomfortable and busyness is a very effective way to avoid what the body already knows. The practice isn't mystical. It's paying attention, noticing the physical sensation, the tightening, the ease, the pull, before the mind has a chance to talk you out of it. When you learn to hear it, when you stop living entirely in your head, you get access to a kind of knowing that no amount of analysis can replicate. 500 million neurons, a lifetime of pattern recognition, the survival instincts of every ancestor you've ever had, compressed into a single, wordless signal. It doesn't speak in sentences. It speaks in certainty. The question was never whether it was right. The question is whether you're quiet enough to hear it.